Welcome back to the VTuber News. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least, until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. She was banned, and this brought up the whole Morgpie debate, the recent one that I talked about, where VTubers were calling out a specific streamer for having, BDSM type stuff on there. The person who was banned recently was Lucy Pyre, as she goes on and says this. She says, Lucy Pyre reacts to her Twitch ban. What the F did I get banned for? You must be effing joking. Twitch, I was in the pools category. What the F did I get banned for? Again, the pools category, for those who don't know, pools, hot tubs, and beaches is meant for if you have maybe a little bit more of a risque look to yourself. You're showing maybe a little bit more than what you normally would in a normal stream. You go there just to be a little bit safer, because allegedly that is a place where, the IRL people go to be a little bit more risque as well. And you don't, while TOS does still happen there, you're not free of all TOS. It's a little bit looser because it is restricted from people who are 13 and under. So it is supposedly a little bit of a safer place. Now, why did that bring up the Morgpie debate again? Because as you may remember, she had this individual on here as a pet play type of thing. And that is strictly restricted, prevented inside of the TOS, from what I understand. And now we have this. Morgpie calls out the VTuber community for always inserting themselves into Twitch controversies, saying they should actually read the TOS instead of getting upset at her. Let's take a look.
Anytime anybody does something controversial on Twitch, the VTubers all come out. They're like, but we can't do whatever we want all the time. It's like, they're like, okay, but you can't have exposed hips. Yeah, because it explicitly says that in the TOS that you just read the TOS! You know what I do when I wanna do something on stream? I just read. I just read the TOS.
So she's saying that VTubers don't read the TOS. Believe me, the oh god, now they're using a shoe on head thing here. Did she read the TOS about shock collars not being allowed around necks? I read it now. What? It says displaying BDSM associated attire, harnesses, blindfolds, collars, or paraphernalia, e.g. whips, displayed or worn without engaging in S activity is still not allowed. Wearing a ball gag on your neck while doing a just chatting stream, that is not allowed. Displaying S toys and educational content is also not allowed. So all these things are things that are not allowed here. So a lot of people are saying, yeah, I read it. So what's happening here? It says, what nothing, well, some people are really angry at her for this. VTuber complaint is that if a model exposes as much as she does, they get banned, which is very true. I've seen that happen. But then Schneider from Twitch goes on out of his way to protect e-thoughts like her, despite clear TOS rule breaking. What's the point of pointing to the rules if they don't uphold them consistently? And here, just by the TOS, you've been banned 13 times. Just read the TOS as if she hasn't been banned more than 5 times. So they're calling her out for her stuff as well. TOS in the room with us, Morgpie, which is this one here, of Minawawa. And continuing the same thing here. It's like you've been banned so many times. It's absolutely diabolical. Dan Clancy is busy gooning and covering for Hassan right now. Blindfolds being against TOS now. I guess speedrunning is just too sexy for Twitch. Done in a BDSM setting, which is absolutely what she did it as. And it says Hassan is after care after being in the suit. He needs a safe space. While Twitch prohibits nudity, inappropriate attire, pornography, and certain sexual content, streamers are required to apply a content classification label to certain streams that contain those themes listed below. We also require that streamers label their streams if the content or behavior will very likely to elicit a more mature chat conversation. Streamers must label their stream if they solicit anything like that. So, again, Dan Clancy's reaction, and people are reacting, of course, to this. After her people reacted and were like, what the heck are you talking about? She said she goes on the, not defensive or anything, but she tries to whitewash a little bit of things, in my opinion, saying, just want to say love VTubers, think they're real pioneers of streaming. Just don't see this parallel between a tire policy and someone wearing a full game suit as a joke. I talk out my butt on stream all the time, but it's all in fun with no malice whatsoever. If you watch this full segment, the sentiment is clear as I break up every other sentence with praise for the VTuber community. It says, very unserious person, platform, everything is taken extremely seriously. So I'm very sorry, his statements seem like a call out to any community at all. You actually need 3 games to keep up with the VTuber scene and 4 to do it better. Just kidding, it's not a war, just keep doing fun things. It's not your fault. Their actions is TOS friendly, while VTubers' actions are not. The TOS needs to change reasonably, so you can do skits like this while VTubers are not punished unreasonably. And then, continuing on here. If you're serious about your apology, post feet with armpit combo. Some people are just making a joke out of the whole thing, which, I mean, it is the main complaint that we have as VTubers, myself included, and always has been, is the unequal treatment under the TOS. If that is allowed in TOS, and then a VTuber did it, I guarantee you the VTuber would have been banned. I guarantee you the VTuber would have been banned. And would have had like a 7-day ban or something like that. That's what people are saying. Not that, oh, she, she's, horrible, blah, blah, blah. It's more unequal treatment under the rules. Morgpie, literally the reason when new rules have to be added to the TOS because she's been banned 11 times. The TOS also points to fetish content is prohibited, but you had a man gimp on your stream, blank. This blank has been suspended 11 times. She doesn't know how to read. Still maintain my opinion that blanks like Morgpie are probably giving Dan Clancy S favors in return. I don't think that's true. It says TOS got worse because of you, specifically you, Morgpie. The hip clause is because your green screen meta S, your successful P-star make stupid bank instead of you. Instead you S up Twitch, which makes things worse for people who only have it. Then go just read. People have read the TOS, so are now willing to admit that you got special treatment. And because we get bonked for the slightest slip when people like her get away with so much worse over and over again. And we're tired of the cam people, but Dan Clancy makes rules based off what his blank likes, not the TOS. Ban her and every creator like her, get her off the platform. Creators like her are ruining Twitch and ruining actual creators, viewers off the platform. They make a lot of money short term, but they completely destroy the credibility and reputation of the platform long term. These are a lot of, like, it's just continuously also saying here, that she's not someone to say these types of things or try to, correct others because of all the time she's been banned and things like that. She's unironically brain dead, says the press no Sagi. Miyatamari, she's literally been banned over a dozen times at this point. But second off, VTubers care because we're playing with my totally different TOS, which is stricter for us than the website refuses to tell us what it is. We just have to feel it out and hope we found it. And that's where I'm going to leave it with Miyatamari, who has a good take on this whole thing. It is, as I mentioned before, not that you're doing this, but that if we did it too, if any VTuber did it too, they'd be banned off the face of the earth. They'd be nuked. And that is the problem overall. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. He has been banned again, as we're talking about the faithful sheriff, who recently had a situation with Deme, the VTuber Deme, who was, I guess, he was in Deme's chat as she was watching something from the Papa Meat channel about Faithful Sheriff. He recently did a video on the Faithful Sheriff and all the issues that he's had in the past and all the things that people find weird about him. And he ended up being banned on her chat because of the use of the N-word with the hard R at the end. Of course, anybody would ban you for that. At least that's my opinion. That's my take on the whole thing. And there was nothing wrong with banning someone like that for, having that kind of toxicity rolling around there. Now, why am I talking about him today? And why did he get banned? Who would have banned him? It says the peanut has responded to me. I actually teared up making this video. The man, the burnt peanut, the man inspired me to become a better streamer, better entertainer, more importantly, to have fun and never get up. Banned me from his Twitch chat. I get it, I do. But why does it have to be that way? Why can't we all just be friends and have fun and have a good laugh? Content creator to content creator, peanut to peanut. Why couldn't we just get together and talk about it? I'm going to continue to be me and do my thing. I'm not going to stop, and I'm not going to let all the hate get to me. and I'll still continue watching him because he's truly entertaining and funny to watch. Every streamer needs to take notes on what it means to be an entertainer from that man. And he did a whole video on the situation. He even got community noted here. The streamer Faithful Sheriff is lying, and his entire persona is copying other streamers. He used to go by the name Dr. Witnesser, and also a openly, a bad person after openly saying slurs on stream. Continuing on, we have here people saying, let me just get this straight to you. Peanut isn't butthurt. You're being a parasocial obsessed weirdo that can't take a freaking hit. I think it's time you go talk to a therapist because what you're doing isn't normal, dude. You need to get some serious help. You're still boring. I don't copy someone to try to make myself entertaining. And it says here, there can be other white, black, Asian, Hispanic streamers, but nope. Moment another Peanut comes along, it's suddenly not allowed. That's different, though. Like, just because you're Hispanic doesn't mean you're copying somebody. That's a whole race. You're really, this is a false equivalency here. There's some false equivalency going on here. You're effing I rarely use that word, but it need to be used here since I hire you effing sick weirdo who needs help. He can't possibly be that daft. I think he's rage baiting and using everyone for engagement, which is even worse. Is he a little disgusting for suggesting that? Definitely rage baiting. Definitely some underlying mental illness. I don't know. I'm not a mental health professional. Says you're literally copying his joke. To reply to her, you can't make this up. I mean, it's true, isn't it? 8 billion people in the world. There could only be one Peanut streamer. Pretty crazy if you ask me. It's different if you make it your own. But it's like, you used it. You used to be Dr. Witnesser. You used it now because you are someone that, wanted a new way of attention, in my opinion. And you're getting it, and you're not liking it at this point because you're getting the negative attention. Bozo Down wrote, I'm actually surprised I'm not banned yet. You guys must really like me. And then, boom, got banned right after. Sorry, I'm not informed, but why is everyone hating on this person? It's funny as F. How no one F's with him, bro. The hell is he doing in Super Chats anyways? In Super's chat anyways? Why was he VIP in Super's chat? He blocked me because I exposed him for wanting to have as a W of his avatar and burnt Peanut effing. Just ban him from every chat on Twitch and every game voice chat. So someone else banned him. Super's chat as well. Someone else banned him as well. And it says, if I could annihilate this guy from the face of the earth, I would. Some people really, 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 really don't like him. And I just think, he is, he's not great for, doing, trying to talk through kids, saying that he is, that they're going to hell if they aren't with, his side of the thing. So yeah, Faithful Sheriff made a video calling out Burnt Peanut after being acknowledged and then banned in chat. Jinji is also joined the conversation and told him to seek therapy. You're being parasocial obsessed weirdo that can't take a freaking hint. You need some serious help, which is the one that I showed you before in the whole thing. It says, funny, the friends of Peanut are saying something. They're all just effing leeches who are using him for the views he's currently getting. Once his viewers start to drop over time, you'll see most of these fake people leave without saying a word. This is exactly what Dr. Chud, or his real name, Dr. Witnesser, before he switched to Peanut character. He's a pro lolcow before, and now he just wants the attention. And he acts the Burnt Peanut like crazy to try to get him to respond. Basically, it seeks validation from him. And you have him says, oh God, he actually has those things on his searches, apparently. You're not going to talk about the Emmy-like situation. If Sheriff is a hypocrite, whatever this person is, they crave attention. They need it so bad. They don't care where it comes from. Best thing to do is completely ignore them. Jinji is a cool guy, and anyone else who thinks otherwise can F off. Continuing on here, we end this part with the faithful Emmy, who is, I am convinced that this is a parody, a whole parody account. This is, I think it's a parody of Emidu, my guess is, and at least it looks like it, and it is recommended here. So it might be an Emidu thingy here. And he says, hoping my hero will unblock me. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. And then having a good night with Faithful Sheriff. All these things here. Be a man and unblock me so I can reply to you. Faithful Sheriff, you could talk this out. And then is here this great example of someone legit copying someone else. This person is taking my exact background, my exact font. Yes, because it's a parody. It's a freaking parody. You're not getting it. You're being too serious. As far as I know, this is a parody. You claimed it's copy, but my Peanut avatar is very different. She has cat ears and a purple bandana. My logo is purple heart, and it's in the microphone. The fact that you think I'm copying you is based off some hate. Basically, doing the whole thing that that the Faithful Sheriff did. Shooting back exactly the same things that he said to about the burnt peanut. Copying you are mistaken. I don't like how you get comments that are copying someone and it's copying you for you, but it's copying for me. Seriously, there's some many different differences with ours as there are with you and the peanut, the other peanut. Can't we all live on the same platform? I'm not causing any harm. Unblock me, please. We should collaborate. So yeah, and then AI stuff like here, unblock Emmy, and secondary row in a row, you've blocked me and unblocked me and then blocked me again. I don't know if this is some kind of test, but you're messing with someone who has supported you for over a week, and it's honestly disappointing that you would treat a fan this way. So disappointing. And again, blocked again, and it says, good morning, Faithful Sheriff, adding people exactly the same way that the Faithful Sheriff added the burnt peanut. So it's kind of funny seeing this whole thing happen again. And down here, be a man and unblock me. So it's a parody. Was he a man and unblocked you? Nara says yes, and he just unblocked me. What, we live in hell. So just leaving it there. At least somebody's having fun with the whole thing. I was Faithful Sheriff would have fun with it. Would actually not be the way he is, and be a little bit better. But I think I'm asking for too much. You guys let me know what you think down below. She just had a big collab that we have now with Sunny Explosion, usually referred to as Sunny. She is an independent English-speaking VTuber. She was a part of Glitch Stars for a bit, and she joined other people with Emody, Mogu Ghost, Nova Aokami, and she decided to go and be independent after that for her own reasons. And the big collab that she had, and sponsorship actually, sponsor and collab, was with this new game. Very excited to be sponsored by Far Far West. It is a new game. It is another co-op game out there. Be fun sponsored group collab, so make sure you stop by. It is Sunny, Zentreya, PP Slayer, and Aoteru. It was something that has happened already, which is why I'm showing you this from the Twitch. Let's take a look.
Motion blur and all that.
Yeah?
I turned off motion blur before I was born.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, my sounds are good. You
Where
guys
are
okay?
you going on your own, girl?
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean if I kill her now, no one will blame me because... Oh, she's so dead. Oh, she's so dead.
Wait, we're all dying.
She wants to leave! So yeah, they had lots of fun here, as you can tell. It went on for quite a while because it is a sponsorship stream. It's a sponsored stream.
She threw up.
So you have lots of little different loadouts here. It looks like it's primarily a game that has waves, like a wave-based game, where you have enemies that come at you in waves, and you and friends try to stop them, bosses, and things like that. It looks fun overall.
Fair is fair. Me with my two, you with your five.
Is that
This is
like
fair.
a
that taking power.
And there you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
God.
a
More
tower
waves,
thing,
more
I think.
things, more areas. Looks like boss zones as well. And here is the game itself. Far West out now. It's early access. It is $17.99 if you want to purchase it. Far West. This is primarily if you have like a lot of friends that do a lot of those collab type games like Peak and the golf game, the recent golf game, and things like that. If you do those types of things, then yes, go for it. There is a new VTuber project, or at least, well, since June 2025, they've been a part of Twitter. I was going to say Twitch. Twitter is called Izigenia, or Izigenia, is a VTuber project aiming to deliver next-gen virtual entertainment, bridging creators and fans worldwide. They have announced their 4 members of Izzy are on the way. Stay tuned to see what's coming next. Their 4 are these. They're Eru, Claimy. We also have Ruridori Kafka, which looks like a peacock. This one looks like a ferret, or maybe an otter. Otter, maybe it's otter. I think it's an otter. This one looks like a wolf. Very own Bad Wolf VTuber, a dire wolf. This one is All Eyes on Me. And it looks like a peacock. And this one is an otter outrider of Izigenia, as well as other people here, who is Cedric Alfier, who is the Doberman of Izigenia as well. So all 4 of them will be popping up, and I find it very cute that they have this. They all have said their hellos. Honor to meet you all. Izigenia's personal bodyguard, Cedric Alfier. And we've got a mountain of work ahead and plenty of hurdles in our way, but we'll do our best and work hardest for all of you. Join us on our journey. You won't regret it. And they do not have a specific date that they are going to be in there yet, but all of them have said their hellos, and people are very excited for what is going to be happening in the future for this group. And I really hope that they have lots of success, because it's really hard to start a group. It's It's really hard to start things out, and it is, especially in the very, very congested field that is VTubing. Even though we are a niche, we are a very congested niche, and it is much, much harder than it was like in 2019 or 2020 to get your name out there and to get your voice out there. So I really do hope that they have that good opportunity for them right here, and that it goes well for them. Monster Hunter collabs are continuing for Hololive as we go to Shiori Novella, a female English-speaking VTuber with Hololive EN Advent, along with Koseki Biju, Narissa Ravencroft, and the Fuamoko twins. And what we're doing today, of course, is, as mentioning, an outfit reveal, getting back into the world of Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, April 28th at 3 p.m. CDT Central Time. And as of recording this, the time has passed. So we're going to take a look at Monster Hunter Stories 3. This is a new game that was created by Capcom. It is a banger. It is a good game. I've played like about 20 hours of it. It's about, I think at least 40 hours under most playthroughs. So it is a long game. But it is a fun game. And here you have a bit of the look with the outfit. New outfit made from monster skin. And we're taking a look at, you know, her just playing things around here. Doing things here.
These two characters were not like that. A landmark.
And this is her old skin,
Now,
but this is her new one that she did at the very end.
From the top, and now.
Look at those. Those are nice. Very nice. Whoa, the claws. Basically, she just hunted a monster and made them.
It looks very. I don't know. It just looks really cool. I also
It does look
really
really cool.
The tattered cloak. Torso. We'll just keep going up.
The breastplate and everything.
In here.
And short hair.
Two options.
I love the hair.
I could have done something like a little bit longer or shorter. I decided to go shorter because we don't usually see short hair Shiori.
No,
So
rarely
I
do you
thought
see
this,
it.
Like, you know, this would be a nice attempt to see how it would go. And I honestly think it's really cute. It's a little bit tomboyish, if that makes sense. I feel
It
like
is.
this is a
It's very nice.
sort of never need to. Oh, you know, this would be a good role-playing outfit too. Yeah, functional. And then with a cloak. So when I sent them my mood board,
And that's the cloak, too.
idea was I want to have a cloak and I want to have like a roguelike feel, essentially. And they worked with that. So it was like, yay! Because I thought this is going to be very handy for.
And there we go. Down here. Cute outfit. Thank you, Shiori and Capcom. Thanks for the stream, Shiori. New outfit is cute. The hair, short hair. Shiori, short-haired Shiori. All I've been asking for in life. Thank you, Shiori and Capcom. Great to see return to Monster Hunter Stories 3. Ended up fully completing the game. Just waiting for DLC now. I love the new outfit. Odogoron was my first. Odogoron. I am a bad at these names. Odogoron was my first guess for the outfit, but the hood really threw me off. For a second, I thought it was Kezu. So it's Odogoron. Is the Monstie that is the one that is in this, that is being used for this. Big congratulations for her, and I love seeing so many different VTubers in Hololive get this.
For an audience. And Reddit was like shaking my head. The hypocrisy of Pippa like asking this question. She's afraid that the other racist grifters are gonna steal her spot.
Allegedly.
Blah, 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 blah. Like some people were defending me. They were like, oh, like Pippa's not racist. Like what?
Well, yeah, I haven't seen her being racist, honestly.
Like, I forget how they worded it, but like the person responded to them and they were like, well, like the.
Now me, on the other hand, I don't like fat squirrels. So okay, you got me. I'm racist against fat squirrels. Okay, I'm sorry. Cancel me now. Cancel me now because you're not gonna like that. Yes, I am racist against fat squirrels. I'm sorry. It had to get out there. Look. I know it's disappointing. I know. Put down the pitchforks, please. The pointy sticks really hurt. But I just had to let it out there. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for watching as always. And of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. All those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.